Excuse me, can I ask you a couple questions for a YouTube channel?
Oh, sorry, buddy.
No? Okay. Can I ask you a couple questions? Yes? Awesome. Hi, what's your name? I'm Kieran. Nice to meet you. Basically, duty bound and CCG on the streets. We're going around, and I'm asking you questions about what's going on in the country, both politically right and politically right. Politically right and politically left, and just to see where people are. I'm also because of Bill C9 and Bill C63 being passed, we want to make people aware that this is going to restrict our freedom of speech and freedom to worship freely if we want to worship. And it's also very selective against the religion it's against. So we're trying to make people aware of this so we can try and act legally and try and get it repealed or just dismiss it entirely. What are your thoughts? Have you heard of Bill C9? So Bill C9 is called the Combating Hate Act, which sounds great, but we've already had anti-hate laws as far back as I can remember, which have worked well, because if you were to be spreading hate that ended up with hurting somebody, they could go to jail, which is a good thing because you don't want somebody getting hurt. Then with this law, which is odd, so a lot of us have read into it, and when you look for what can be defined as a hate crime now, it reads out as has synonyms for the word hate, which means it just means the same thing as the word hate. So anything that's labeled that. Do you have any thoughts on that?
No, a lot of people are hating other people.
Yep.
Especially when people are homeless.
Yeah.
Like me myself and my husband are homeless. And everybody hates us because we've been robbed so many times.
Yeah, like actually I volunteered at a couple times. I was at the Salvation Army, and my friend actually lived there for a while. And he was telling me like everything was stolen there.
Even we're from the street.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Our food got stolen, our bag got stolen with our food in it.
I just gave a guy a sweater, and I fortunately would have it. I met him the next day, and somebody stole the sweater that I gave him.
Well, I met a girl, she's homeless also. I gave her a sweater, she still has it to this day.
Oh, she won't give it back?
No, I told her that she could keep it.
Okay. So what do you think about, so basically there's a lot of youth in our country that's kind of either unaware or disinterested in trying to keep the laws upheld or trying to hold our government to account. How do you think that we can change that?
Well, the youth need to...
I'm just going to set this up better. I'm sorry.
Most of the government are the problem, the reason why people are homeless.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to set it right here.
That's why most of the people are homeless, especially youth kids.
Yep.
Are homeless most of the time too. Because of our government. Our government's not giving us enough money for our kids. And when you go on welfare, they don't give you enough money.
Yeah. Yeah, so I remember there was a time when I had to go on welfare. And I remember some people were getting like $1,200 and I got $200. And I'm like, how is that going to pay my rent? How is that going to pay for food? Yeah.
That's how I
Exactly.
especially if you only get $100.
I think they should really kind of push for more programs to help get people working or into the workforce, because when you're just handing out just enough, people are always just scraping by, and when they're scraping by, they can't do anything else. They're just trying to get enough to pay the next month. Sorry. Oh, you're good. Yeah. So I actually agree with that, because I think we might have to speak up a bit. I apologize. So when 50 years ago a single guy could support a family of 4 on a factory salary, right?
Yeah.
Or minimum wage to support a family.
Yeah.
Now we have, sorry, go on.
These days you can't do that.
Exactly, and they try to say it's expected to have two incomes. Why is it that 50 years ago you could support a family of four on a minimum wage salary? Now, now it's ridiculous. When nowadays we have more resources, better access to those resources, more people in the workforce. The only thing it is mismanagement and corruption. Now we see the politicians getting richer and richer, and have you heard about Epstein Island? We see what happened there, and somehow no charges have been laid. Kind of got off subject, but with Bill C9, to me, it seems like they're trying to control us more. But it restricts freedom of speech. It also restricts religious freedom. Yeah, so and also like I'm trying to be a Christian. I don't consider myself a Christian, but I am trying. I don't think I'm good enough, but because I sin just like the next guy. But I think it's targeting Christians because it calls the Bible hate speech. So if I were to read the Bible in public, technically I could get a charge now, and I think that's wrong.
And you know these people walking around that are coming to church, and they're praying to God, and everybody's like, oh, well, leave them alone and anybody else do the same.
Yeah, so people are targeting just one group, right? And instead of just making treating all religions the same. Yeah. So that's why with Bill C9 especially and C63, that's why I'm going out and spreading awareness because I worry that it's gonna what happened in Britain is gonna happen here. So it's a concern. What are some of the concerns you have with the country, with our at least Hamilton right now? Yes. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So like the problem with the theft in the homeless community itself. Do you think there's a program that could be started that can help stop that, or do you think